Representing the 27 to 30 foot class in the center console category, the Seabourn SX281 Offshore has an overall length of 27 feet 9 inches, a beam of 9 feet 11 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 600. Engineered to provide a comfortable ride in blue water, she has a draft of 20 inches, a dead rise of 21 degrees, a dry weight of 5,800 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 180 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
George, the first time I ever saw a Sundance skiff, I never believed that Wally Bell and his company would evolve into their new flagship, the SX281 Seabourn.
They're getting bigger all the time, and this is the biggest boat they're making right now, and it's an impressive boat, Rick.
Well, we see a lot of boats that do a lot of different things. This boat is a big water boat. It's built to be offshore, and man, does it eat it up.
If you've got a family, a couple of kids are going to be running around on the boat and you want a lot of room for them to stretch their legs out, this is a great platform for it, and a 28-foot boat, it fishes really huge. You know what? The first thing that stepped out in front of me was the speed of this boat is really impressive. This is max rated for 600 horsepower. This boat's got the 600, and this is an honest 60-mile-an-hour boat, 3/4 full of fuel with a bunch of people on it. It is a very fast boat.
George, looking at this bow, how many boats do we see that go for either the really big flare or the long pointed sleek look, and they give away all this space? Man, if you're gonna have a family, this is invaluable.
This is a super family friendly platform here, and it is really wide. You know, people want to come and do the kind of stuff like we had lunch here today. There's room for a bunch of people to sit around. I mean, this forward seating really works with this table. This table is removable. It stows away neatly. The pedestal stows away also. You can drop this table down and turn that into a foredeck and have a sun lounge up there. It's got cushions that cover all of it. It's really like a three-purpose type of foredeck up here. Really practical.
And we're seeing that a lot. So many boats are going with multi-purpose up here in the bow. Seabourn did it very well.
Yep, nice recessed handrail going around here. We've got this anchor system on the front, very easy to run. There's switching for the windlass right there on the front. There's also switching at the helm. I mean, they really take a lot of the work out of it for you here.
Stuff that people won't think about until they buy the boat. Wally Bell and his sea chest technology. This is not just a drink box.
Yeah, this is a Sea Freeze 120 quart. This is like the fiberglass performance cooler. This is 2 inches of foam, really well insulated, and 120 quarts, you can fill this thing up with enough food and drinks for everybody.
Times have changed. The family's got to be taken care of now.
You bet. Now, it doesn't stop here. There are so many features to look at on the rest of the boat. Why don't we move back to the middle here?
Here's another reason I like so much beam, George. Look at all this room.
Hold on, buddy, back up here. Before we get into this incredible system right here, if you're going to take wife and kids out on the boat, you need to have a head. This is a big stand-up inside console with a porcelain head, Corian countertops. It's finished out really nice. Plenty of room in there, lots of room to store stuff. You've got a really big, heavy-duty 2.5-inch pipe. I mean, this is like you see on a big sport fish boat. 70 square feet of hardtop, 7 feet by 10. You've got shade from the front seat all the way back behind the helm seat, really closed in, but it doesn't really impede your walkability around the boat because they brought it inside. The dimensions of the console, super cleverly thought out.
What, you walk around this corner and face this helm and you're thinking you're in a custom sport fish. Flat Evo 3 Simrad screens, lit switches everywhere. How about this leather at top right here? This thing's gorgeous.
Hey, let's move to the back of the boat. There's a bunch of stuff back here we got to look at too.
George, just when we wondered what more they could do with the rocket launcher, check this system out.
You know, one of the things I really like about it, you've got a place to put 6 rods here, but you can see through it too. It's not bars across it or covered in your face. You can see right through this hole if you're watching your baits. Okay, finishing up here, Rick, on this system, as I'm calling it, you've got a 40-gallon live well inside this helm seating. You've also got another 15-gallon well there. Now, take a look at this door. This door is probably the easiest access door I've seen on a boat here. The door is not only very big, it's down at the water level, it's simple to slip up in the boat. You don't need a ladder, you don't need a hand to get up in it. You can easily get in and out of the boat right there, and it's large enough to get through with gear on or bring a big fish through the boat at the same time.
Stepping back here, you've got enough room. We fished it this morning. It fishes fine.
You bet. You know, there's one of the things too, you've got that seat. Now everybody needs a place to sit down. Now when you fold that seat up, something really unique to this boat that I really like and I have never seen before, open up that hatch right there and you've got this complete access system all located right there where you can reach them from on the deck.
George, that's almost an evolutionary step. How many years have we talked about there's plenty of room for you to crawl down in here to work on something, okay? What we're telling you is, with this complete access, just flip the hatch up. You don't have to crawl into anywhere. I tell you one thing, Seabourn fit an awful lot of really big boat features into a 28-foot package.
You got that right, buddy.